Dad. Those words, spoken by my own son, pierced my heart like a cold blade. One simple sentence. And in an instant, I felt like I had been erased from the world. A nursing home. For some, it's a practical solution. For me, it felt like hearing the curtain fall on my life. My name is Robert Chen. I'm 75 years old. I spent 40 years in a suit and tie, leading meetings, making important decisions, respected, listened to. I thought I knew how to age with dignity. Then my wife left, forever. And I realized that old age doesn't knock. It just walks in unannounced. Since then, the house has become vast and empty. The silence screams louder than any noise. And every morning, the same ache in the pit of my stomach. Where do I belong now? Once you pass 70, everyone seems to have a ready-made plan for you. Move in with your children. Get home care. Go to a nursing home, you'll be better taken care of. But no one ever asks. And you, what do you really want, deep in your heart? So I tried. I tried everything. Living with my son. At first, it was a balm for the wound. The grandchildren's laughter echoing through the halls. Plates filled together. A heart finally warming after so much cold. But slowly, insidiously, everything changed. Looks that grew heavier. Sighs that were stifled. Little polite phrases that weighed a ton. Dad, can you turn the TV down? Dad, it's a bit too salty. They never meant to hurt me. Never. But day by day, I felt that I was no longer the protective father. I had become a burden. One night, behind the door, I heard my daughter-in-law whisper on the phone. We're doing everything we can, but it's so exhausting. My heart broke in silence, without a sound. Nothing is more painful than being surrounded by love. And still feeling invisible. Home care. I tried that too. Strangers entering my kitchen, my living room, my memories. Some were kind, others rushed by the clock. But never truly at home, neither for them nor for me. 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. $4,000 a month. To remind me, with every visit, that I could no longer do everything alone. It wasn't help. It was an open wound, renewed every day. A cruel reminder of everything I had lost. The nursing home. Immaculate room. Relentless schedules. Professional smiles, but without warmth. At 75, they told me when to get up, when to go to bed. They told me when I could go out for fresh air. They told me what I could or couldn't do. I'm not sick. I'm just old. And being old shouldn't mean being locked away. After 3 weeks, I looked my son straight in the eyes, throat tight, and said, I'd rather fail in my own home, than succeed in a gilded cage. I left. I didn't yet know where I was going. But I knew where I refused to stay. And then, a simple miracle happened. One day, outside the neighborhood school, I ran into Sarah. Neighbor. Overwhelmed mom. On the verge of tears. Her husband often away. Her job hanging by a thread. Her little Emma waiting alone on the sidewalk. So I spoke the most precious words of my life. I can pick her up, if you'd like. She looked at me as if someone had finally offered her a breath of oxygen after years underwater. And she whispered, eyes shining. Really? The next day, at exactly 3 p.m., I was there. Emma took my hand, naturally, as if it had always been meant to be. That day, something reignited inside me. I didn't need to be saved. I needed to still be useful to someone. Since then, Sarah brings me warm meals. Her husband comes to fix whatever leaks in my house. Emma sticks her colorful drawings on my door. And I live. Not as a patient. Not as a burden. Not as an old man, to be tolerated. I live as a man. With a place that's truly mine. With a role that matters. With a reason to get up every morning. The cost of this life? Barely $500 a month. The value? Priceless. And if one day I really fall ill? We'll see. When that day comes, I'll still choose. Because growing old isn't giving up on living. Growing old isn't waiting silently for the end. Growing old is relearning how to live differently. If you're reading these words and wondering, with a lump in your throat, what will I do when I can't live alone anymore? I answer you, from the bottom of my heart. Don't just choose a roof. Choose a reason to get up. You're not finished. You're not useless. You're still here. And as long as you're breathing, you have a place in this world. A place that's waiting just for you.